Good morning and welcome to the Braehead leg of the European Junior Curling Tour, where we are following a girls' game of Jennifer Martin playing Gina Aitken.
Hello, I'm Robin Bryden. The teams are skip Jennifer Martin, vice Hazel Smith, second Vicky Wright, and lead Mary Baird, with coach Mary Milne. Opposition are Gina Aitken, skip, vice Naomi Brown, second Rowena Kerr, and lead Katie Richardson, and coach David Aitken. Good hit and roll there from Mary Baird in behind the red guard. Jennifer Martin's playing the yellow stones and Gina Aitken the red. Looks as though Gina's going for a raised takeout. Don't think there'll be too much weight behind this. Just nice control weight.
Jennifer's team's elected to draw around the guard on the out-turn side. The guard's about a foot from the house. Don't you underestimate me. The ice is quite a nice swing this weekend, so they should be able to get right round the guard quite nicely.
Jennifer Martin's asked Vicky to come round the guard again. Pace of the ice has been pretty reasonable all weekend. Running at about 3 to 295. Tee to hog. Doesn't look far away with this. Sweepers are on it. It's a nice shot from Vicky. Just come round and sat top of the forefoot. Gina might call it riff on the guards here. full weight on the rip guards. Just try and keep the end a bit clear, not letting it build up. Managed to clear both guards, but couldn't roll away with the shooter. Left that line, still guarding the yellow on the forefoot.
Jennifer Martin's elected to draw to the wing, and it looks as if it's just a wee touch heavy. It's coming on now. They'll be hoping to get the stones level so that a double isn't available. It's a nice shot from Hazel.
Looks as though Gina's going to go for a hit and roll here over on top of the yellow. Doesn't make this, could be risk losing a 2. Fish are holding off at the moment. On now. It's a nice shot from Gina.
Jennifer can see about a quarter of the red stone here, but she's opted to play a nice low weight, and the swings on this side should allow her to get round the guard. That could be a potential risk of hitting the guard into the house, so she'll have to be careful.
Hanging a wee bit wide at the moment. thinned that into rolling yellow, and it's just rolled a bit more behind the guard. It's now behind the tee line though. Just gonna make a play on the yellow, hit and roll in front. Try and force Jennifer to draw the button for a 1.
She's just not managed to get the roll right behind the guard. So Jennifer's now got the choice. She can either draw or she can hit. Having a wee discussion. I think it's going to be the draw that they're electing. After discussions, they've elected the draw. With a nice swing in this ice. She should have enough swing to get round to the red that's lying back tee. If she gets her weight right, and that would be quite a nice position to be in.
Just to say it's last stone anyway. Jennifer making the shot there to get her 1. It's a good force from Gina in the first end. Managed to flip the hammer. Now you got hammer in the even ends. Of course, this competition's been going since Friday. Coming out of the boys sections and playing the semi-finals today are Grant Barr, Bruce Merritt, excuse me for pronunciations, Michael Hasser and Andre Neuschwander. Jennifer Martin calling the centre guard there. Also trying to get a steal or a force here. think Gina's elected to come round the guard here. It's looking a wee bit heavy. Don't really want to slip behind the tee line. Don't think that's in the house. Might just be out.
I think there's some white paint showing there.
Jenny's not going to come around the centre guard that they put up with the first stone. Sweepers are on this. It doesn't look far away.
It's just slipped to the back of the tee. But it's a nice shot from Mary.
Not a great position to be in. You'd rather be above the tee line. Gina just come around on top of that and freeze it. Be in a stronger position. In our other semi-final, Bruce Merritt was forced as one in the first end.
This is Katie Richardson playing for Gina's team. I think she's just a wee touch heavy, so I think Jennifer Stone's just going to be moved to the back 8. Jennifer's opting for the hit and roll behind the guard. This will be Vicky Wright playing for Jennifer Martin. Sweepers are on Vicky Stone here. They're easing off now, looks as if it might be hanging. Vicky not quite finding the inside of the stone there. Gina's now going to have a try at the hit and roll.
Looks as though they're going to play hack weight at this.
This is Rowena Kerr in the hack for Gina. I think this is going to be catching the guard here. Yep, that's catching the guard there. So that's opened the game up a bit.
It's not the end of the world. Taking the centre guard off.
See what Jennifer calls here.
Of course, there's no cover.
She's asking for cover the 1 and the 4 foot, possibly in the top 12.
Coming down, looks as though it might swing a bit too much.
The stone's starting to swing quite early there. It's not going to quite make the rings, but it's still covering the stone.
Looks as though Gina's going to opt for a hack weight hit and roll in front of the yellow that's sitting back 8. Hoping that getting in front of that might leave the chance of Jen Martin jamming if she chooses to hit it.
stone of Rowena's is swinging quite a lot here. I think it's going to find the guard again. It's found the guard there. I think that red stone's just curled in there.
Yeah, the red just hit and rolled over.
Jennifer
Took a wee burrow
Martin's
at the end and bit the edge of the 12 foot.
Jennifer Martin's just opting to put her cover back on. This is Hazel's first stone. Again, this is taking quite a strong swing, but the sweepers are working hard to try and get as close as it can. It's a nice stone from Hazel there. Gina's opting to raise the guard on.
And just at a half weight.
Quite a control weight. Gina's just half the guard off there. Which is not a bad option just now, keeps it open. Jennifer's just asking for her, put her cover back on.
The stone from Hazel doesn't look like it's got the legs to get quite as close as the rest. Still going to cover the stone in the 4 foot, biting the button. I think Gina's just going to come round this, try and tap it back, and lie in the 4 foot herself.
It's a long guard, there's a nice swing in this hand, so she's got plenty to play with.
Sweepers are staying off it just now.
Looks as if it might be a wee bit heavy.
Looks quite a bit heavy.
It's holding on to the tram line there.
A changing call, plan B.
They've just managed, I think they're just going to roll out themselves.
Just halved out the yellows on the back of the 8.
Cut Jennifer down to 1. Jennifer's opting to come round the guard and sit top 8. Top 12.
Of course, now they lift up that centre guard, gives Jennifer a chance to get a steal out this end.
She touches the centre line there, it'll just give her a bit more cover on her one that's touching the button there. Jennifer should know the ice well down this side. 3 or 4 shots this end, down that side of the ice. The sweepers were straight on to Jennifer's shot there. They're obviously concerned, want to make sure it's in the house, giving them a bit of cover. The weight's looking pretty good. She just gets behind the guard, she'll be sitting nice.
Don't think it's curled quite enough as they wanted. Gina could probably see about half of the stone. Nice canny weight, and you might just be able to get a double. Gina with a hammer in this in, of course, won't score 2. Isn't looking likely at the moment with those 2 yellows in play. Sweepers are on this. Nice shot there from Gina.
It's a nice shot from Gina.
Taking the double. Now line 2, pretty level.
Ideal shot for Jennifer now, would be able to get in behind.
It's a risky shot.
Guard in the red.
Risky shot. Already line 2
We're just having a discussion about which hand to take here. Obviously they want to avoid tapping the red in further.
With already line 2 against, if you miss this draw, you're always going to lose a 3. Possibly. Generally looking at a hitting stick, maybe even a real cross. I think they're a bit too flat to get a double off them. That's what they're going for, going for the hit. Probably the percentage shot to play here. Hanging a wee bit wide at the moment, coming out. I don't think Gina can hit that in the nose and line the house.
I think Gina's got to take a roll towards the centre line. So this is Gina making her hit for 2 here.
Don't think this will be too big a weight. Just a barrier. Sweepers are on this now. Just keeping it clean.
It's a nice shot from Gina there to take her 2.
Of course, myself and James have been playing this weekend already. James, how have you found the ice?
The ice has been very good this weekend. There's been some nice swings, and it's been great for drawing round the guards. It's been some really good draws this weekend, and we're looking forward to coming back next weekend for the Braehead Open. There's some great quality of curling next weekend for them from the men's teams.
Of course, the Braehead Open's on the...
Gary McFarlane's just informed me it's a full 32 team lineup, which I'm sure will be very star-studded. So we're all looking forward to that. I've heard everybody saying the ice has been great this year. Some nice swings, so I think in general it's been good.
So good aggressive ice for curling.
Absolutely, that'll suit the men's games down to a T. So we're moving into the third end now. Gina's team throwing first. Katie Richardson in the hack.
Gina's just called top 4 here. Sweepers are pounding this quite hard. Needs to go a bit. Katie's there just overswung a bit. Didn't really land on the top of the 4-foot like they were hoping for it. A bit short. Jen just calling the corner guard. Choosing to ignore the one in the house.
A nice shot from Mary there, just where Jennifer was looking for it.
Gina asking Kate to come in behind the red that they've played there. Just at the tee line.
The sweepers have been on it from the start.
Don't think she's far away. Needs to swing a bit.
She's starting to get a nice finish in this. Just not quite got the legs.
Jen going for the hit and roll. Either if it swings too much, take the one on the 8-foot, top 8-foot, or the desired one on the top of the 4-foot.
This is Mary Baird's second shot. The sweepers were straight onto it there.
Come down a bit of weight.
I think she's going to just catch the one at the top 12 there. And the one in the 4-foot. Just managing to spin the top one out there. But it gives Gina a chance to go behind the guard here.
Still got to try and keep them level. Keep the risk of a double off.
This is Rowena Kerr's first shot.
Taking a lot of ice here.
Rowena just a wee bit shorter than desired there.
Still not a bad position.
Gives Jennifer the option to hit and roll behind the guard. She's just having a wee discussion with Vicky Wright, who's in the hack, about what to do. Jennifer's thinking
chance.
the possibility of a double. Taking the out turn here. It's just hanging quite straight. I think it's just going to be a nose hit. Just get a wee roll over the centre line. It's not a bad position to be in. Gina's wanting to shift it. She's obviously got to be careful it doesn't over curl and catch her red.
Just be a nice barrier weight here.
Yep.
Let the supers control it.
This is Runa Kerr's second shot.
Supers are on this quick. Looks as though it's swinging a bit. Might just do what you said, James.
That's just over curled there. That's an unfortunate result.
They are still lying one top of the 12 though.
Jennifer Martin can't actually hit that in the nose and stay in the house, so she'd have to roll, but I think she's electing to draw behind her guard here. And now she's got to make sure that her draw doesn't tap Gina's in further. This is Vicky Wright, the hack. Vicky's draw is safely past Gina's red here. It looks as if it might actually over curl out the far side of the guard.
It's a nice shot there from Vicky. Directly behind the guard.
Yep, looks pretty good there. Gina's going to try and come in and sit on top of it there.
Looking to freeze it.
And now she's thinking about hack weight, possibly. This is Naomi Brown, the hack. It's Naomi in the hack here, younger sister of Abby. Gina's called the sweepers off right from the start there.
Looking well wide at the moment, might call plan B.
I think it looks as if it's going to catch her red here. I think it's just going to nose it though, just a wee roll. It's not an ideal result there because that blocks the path into Jennifer's stone. So it means they'd have to hit the red up. So Jennifer's now looking at drawing to the other ring, split the house.
You've got to make sure it's either level or behind it.
Absolutely.
Of course, you've got Jeremy from Martin's team here, who's a performance squad team, and Jean Aitken, who's a RCA Academy team gold. Sweepers are working this, looks a bit short. It's a good stone there.
Stones aren't just quite level there, but that's a nice shot. Doesn't leave Gina much to play with.
Gotta get the roll here just to at least bite the forefoot.
This is Naomi's second shot.
Obviously the first one wasn't ideal. Try and make an improvement on this one. Supers are on this one again.
Pardon?
Just curled too much. Caught the other side of the stone. It's still biting the 12 foot though. Jen's looking to replace this, I think, and split the house again. Supers on this one quickly. Has he got the legs?
Supers have been working this right from the start.
Don't think this one has the legs. It's going to come up short.
That's a short.
So that's... Gina's changed her mind here. Don't know if she's looking to tap this back or raise it back. Or is she going for the draw around? A fair bit of ice might be the draw around here.
I've got to say, if it was me, I would be wanting to make a play in that red at the front of the house. Either open up Jennifer's yellow, or at least remove it possibly. And then opens up for your second shot. But
if the draw around, she's obviously feeling comfortable with her draw weight.
Absolutely. Just making wee adjustments to the ice now. It's that last wee inch when you're in the hack that counts. Sweepers are just keeping it clean just now.
Supers are staying off it for the moment.
I think that's just going to catch the front red.
I think they were looking to tap that up. Just didn't swing quite enough.
That's almost a better position for Jennifer Martin now, because it removes the possibility of Gina raising the red onto her yellow.
Or also the freeze.
So Jennifer's now going to make a play in this red. It's just touching the 8 foot.
I think she might be looking to roll to the left, I think. Possibly. Even a roll to the right won't be in the road, getting behind the guard. Possibility of taking a 3.
Here comes Jennifer's shot. Sweepers were down in that straight away. This looks as if it's taking a swing towards the centre here. Yep, it's just going to roll to the centre line a wee bit further.
Gina going to look at the double here.
Gina's got the possibility of the double here because she's got 2 counters.
She might have the possibility of sticking around with her shooter as well. And the way those reds are at the edge of the house.
Perhaps if she had two counters, she wouldn't be as worried about losing her shooter. More confident to make the shot. She's elected to go for the double.
I'm going to throw a bit of weight at this.
There's a possibility of a 3 here.
Quarterstone might just do this, I think. Not quite sure about the angles.
This is Gina's last stone. Jennifer having the hammer on this end. Here comes Gina's shot. Naomi straight away went the head off, but she's calling them on now.
Don't think this is far away.
It's looking quite good. Oh, just not quite caught enough.
A bit unlucky there from Gina.
You see where a shooter stopped there, she would have been able to lie 3 and if she'd made the double. It's unfortunate. Jennifer now having a draw for a 2 here. Jennifer will be confirming split times with the girls, so she knows what she's playing. And she's going straight for it. Sweepers were straight down onto that there. Obviously they'll just be wanting to make sure this is the final shot. Taking it easy now.
Looks alright. Just
All
keeping
she's
it
got
clean.
to do is touch the 8 foot. And that's a nice draw there from Jennifer to lie 2.
So 2 for Jennifer on that end. That's the third end played.
That leaves the scores at 3-2 to Team Martin. If any of you listeners have any questions, you can send us an email live@carolbraehead.co.uk and we'll get an answer to you as soon as possible. We've got Gary here sitting watching the emails and changing the cameras for us. So the teams have now split off for their wee team chat at the end. Have a discussion about what they're going to do this end, what tactics they're going to play.
Also be discussing whether the ice conditions are changing, whether it's speeding up, slowing down, taking a few bigger swings.
Right, I think we're just going to switch over to sheet 4 here to have a look at Team Mount. And we've got a right guddle here.
Bit of a build up.
We've got Team Hauser and Team Mount, with Team Mount playing the red stones. And
Mount have hammer this end.
the score is currently sitting at
1-0.
I think it's 1-0, but they're very inconveniently standing in front of the scoreboard, just plain annoying.
I'm not sure how to play here, to be honest. Red's in a very strong position.
Absolutely.
What you can't see on your screen is there's a longer red guard up there in front of the yellow.
I think we're just discussing here, I think the yellow is lying short just now. It's very close though. Gary's just moved us to a front view here, which shows the long guards there.
You could get past the yellow guard there. Maybe a barrier weight and try and move those 2 reds off the top of the 4 foot.
You can see the scoreboard now, confirm as 1-0.
Taking a bit of time over this. There's also the option of drawing round that and sitting on the back red there. Would still leave Bruce with the chance to tap up his red and we talked before.
There's a couple of different shots that could be played here. Just got to try and work out which one's the best. It's also about what you feel most comfortable playing as the player.
There was a few good shots coming round the outside of that long red guard into the forfeit while we were watching the girls' game.
The team is just calling a timeout here. Well, it gives them a coach interaction. And we're just going to move back to sheet 5 just now. And we'll give them the time for their coach interaction and we'll come back and see the shot. Back to sheet 5. Gina's playing here. She's trying to draw around the 2 yellows.
Sweepers on this, looks like you're going to swing a bit too much.
I think this, if it gets past the guard, it'll certainly catch the one in the house. It's just going to catch the guard. That's not too bad a result for Gina.
Has moved the centre guard in front of the one in the house. We'll also give him a corner guard option. I think Jennifer's asked Vicky to come down here and tap the yellow up that's sitting top of the 8. Sweepers have been on this all the way.
Let's just rub the guard there, but it's not a bad outcome because it gives us some cover.
Ice must be changing a bit, that's 2 stones now wrecked on guards.
Over on sheet 4, the timeout's just coming to an end here. They've had a very detailed discussion about all the shots. And I think the coach has pointed them in the direction of placing one top 12. Just to cover them. But I don't think they're just fully decided yet because the skip and the third are still discussing.
Does look as though they're going to put the top one top of the 12.
It's either just short of the house or top 12.
Try and block that line in for Bruce to play the tap up. Of course Bruce does have that option if they don't make it of moving that red top of the button into the 2 yellows to try and get more than a
You wouldn't have to
one
move
out of
it
this.
far to count shot. This is a really important shot to the game here. Here comes the Swift Stone.
Sweepers looks like saying it's too heavy.
Sweepers were holding back initially, but they're moving closer now.
Just keep it clean, they're going now.
Looking perhaps get the finish on it.
And try and swing this over it.
Only just over the
shot
hog line.
there. Has blocked off that shot for Bruce though.
So now Bruce is looking at the shot in the wing here. Roll across.
If he makes this, it'll be a
Catches it
4.
right. It could be a substantial score.
Don't think there's too much risk here.
I think they're just discussing all the options available to them if they catch it too thick or too thin.
Mm-hmm. Don't think this will be coming down at a very slow rate. Obviously looking to move a bit of granite.
I think they were just kind of making sure there's no way they can lose too much out of this end if all goes wrong.
At the moment he's only losing a 1, which wouldn't be the end of the world.
Bruce's team have been playing really well this weekend. They've had some really strong games.
Of course, coming through top of their group, unbeaten.
So they'll be a real contender for winning the competition. Bruce is sitting in the hack, getting ready to go.
Just cleaning the stone.
Just making sure he's happy with everything.
Don't think he's too happy with something in the hack.
Here comes Bruce's shot. He's not playing a great deal of weight. The sweepers are hanging off.
Oh,
It's
no.
just coming on it now as it comes over the hog. Oh, that's a great shot. from
Great
Bruce
shave.
there.
I think that's a 2
It's
there.
a 2 at least. They're all having a good look anyway. Maybe going to have...
I think that was a 2 there for Bruce.
I'm going to move back over to sheet 5 now. We've completely lost where we are. We're now on Jennifer Martin's team and it's Hazel in the hack, so that's third stones.
I think it's our last stone.
So this is Hazel's second shot. And Jennifer's lying
Jennifer's not lying.
2 against.
Bit of a tricky decision here.
We've got a wee Gina's got a wee bit of cover on her 1 in the 4 foot there, and the one just top of the 4 foot's just showing about.
I think she's
third
choosing
of a
to run this
stone.
yellow back. Supers are on it.
It's drawn quite a lot here. I think that's just going to swing a wee bit too far. If nothing else, it should open up the front of the house a wee bit. Maybe not.
Got a wee bit of a rub off the guard and tapped it up.
Yep.
It's tapped it straight through the house though.
That's not really changed too much. Gina's now going to guard that up again so that Jennifer doesn't get another chance at it.
Just to confirm, that was a 2 for Bruce in that end. He's now 3-1 up after 3.
By the looks of it, this guard's possibly a wee bit too heavy. Might just nudge one of Jennifer's stones. Don't think it's going to do too much damage.
Just tapped it up to the top of the 8
So
foot.
it's at the top of the 8 foot there. So Gina's still got quite a bit of cover there.
Jen's
This
not got
red
too
that
many
Jennifer's
decisions.
looking at.
Choices. She could come round that guard and tap it back to the back of the 4 foot.
Red at the top of the 4 foot, Jennifer's just checking how much she can see. It looked about a third of the stone she could see there. Jennifer's thinking about making a play for the double. Possibly just hit and roll behind the guard.
Just to confirm the score on the other boys' semi-final. Grant Barr's just taken a 1 in the 4th end, so that makes it 2-1 after 4. They're now off on their 4th time break. I think Jen will be playing a bit of hack weight at this. Just try and come around the guard, tap it back and roll it behind the guard, I think. Jennifer doesn't look too sure about this in the hack.
Jennifer just doesn't seem confident in this shot at all. It looks as if it's just second thought after second thought.
Might see a change in shot here.
This is Jennifer's first shot. Mary's now looking to the other side of the house. Even the coaches in front of us here are having a wee conflab about what shot to play.
I think the coaches are talking about playing the red onto the yellow.
Tap.
Play the tap onto the tap.
Gina Aitken's been coached by her dad, Dave Aitken, who's a previous world champion in '86 against Team Martin. So he's vastly experienced. And Jennifer Martin is being coached by Mary Milne. So they're having a real conversation.
Wee bit of indecision here.
Could be the possibility of a timeout here just to give them some more time to speak to their coach. Jennifer's moving back up to the hack now.
I think she's looking to clear these two red guards, or maybe drive it right back into the house.
There's a couple of different shots she could play here. She does seem a bit more confident this time.
She's be coming down at a bit of weight. Looks as though she's actually going for the tap. A wee bit more weight than I thought would be played at it.
So it looks as if it's taking a swing here. Mary's calling them off though. It's just not quite found the right angle there.
Wee bit unlucky. Tapped it right back to the back of 8 foot. Gina's still lying in a strong position.
Now Gina's got to work out what to do. She might possibly want to put another guard on though.
Gina does have hammer this end, so we're looking to score 2 or more.
Naomi wants to put the long guard on, I think that's what they're going for. Is Gina about to play a guard here? If she makes this shot, Jennifer's not really left with much to play with. But the sweepers were on that straight away.
I think she'd ideally like to be sitting in line with the gap between the two yellows there.
I think it's starting to take a swing now just as it comes over the hog line.
Sweepers,
I think that's
swing a bit too much. Well, there's not much of an angle on the outside yellow.
there's not really much Jennifer can do with it. So now Jennifer's got to come up with a shot to get herself into 4 foot here. She's got an angle tap, which Mary's beard's pointing at just now. But it's a very difficult shot to play. The weight's got to be perfect. The line's got to be perfect.
Especially right out there, no.
It is quite a narrow port there.
Don't think there is a port there, is it?
No.
I think they're going with the angle tap.
This is quite a technical shot to play. She's got to be very confident in the line and the weight. She's not really got any backing to go to here.
Sweeper's on this straight away. Don't think they're far away. Just keeping it clean now. So, good attempt from Jennifer there. Just tapped into the top of the floor, still line 2 against though. I don't know if she's left a port there for Gina to come in to draw for 3. I think that's what she's looking at. I think the angles are quite tight to get in there. Stone's on its way down. Sewers are just cleaning. It's hanging a bit wide. Just caught the red in the top of 12 there. So that's a 2 to Gina.
It's not quite made. So that's 2 to Gina, leaving the score at 4-3. So we're now at the 4th end break. And we're going to invite the performance coach for the Royal Caledonian Curling Club, Brad Askew, to come on. We've got a few questions for him, and he's going to give us some answers. So first of all, we're going to ask Brad to give us a few comments about the standard of play this weekend.
I think we've got to be really pleased with what's happened this weekend. We've got some really top international teams here, which are great experience for the local Scottish teams. We've got, on the boys' side of the draw, we've got the Swedish junior champions. We've got, on the Swiss side of the draw, we've got the Swiss junior champions. The Swiss team experienced at the Worlds in Sochi last year, which is the test event for the Olympics. And on the girls' side of the draw, we've got all the top junior teams in Scotland. So we certainly can't complain. I mean, it's been a very high standard of play, very high standard of curling, even from the youngest teams. and there's a few young Scottish teams who've just come on for the first time to be able to get this international experience. And again, one of them is now playing the semi-final, who's never had international experience. So we've got to be very, very pleased with what's happening here this weekend.
Can you give us a few comments about the ice this weekend?
I think the ice has been really, really good this weekend. I think it's been very consistent, very swingy. There's always standards that we expect out of international ice, and the ice maker here, Chris Noble, worked at the test event, the Sochi Olympic test event last year at the World Juniors, and was learning from the Olympic ice maker Hans Butrich. So he's certainly brought that quality and standard back. I mean, we've had the very consistent ice all through the weekend. We're playing on nice, swingy, fast ice here, which is great for the sweepers, because if you get stiff, sticky ice, the sweepers really can't have the effect that they'd want to have. We haven't seen any hog hair brushes out, which means the ice can't be very frosty. And I think we've had nothing but good comments the whole weekend about how the Stones have been playing and how they've been swinging. The odd time when it's slowed down a little bit and straightened up a little bit, but you expect that, and the players are trained to watch for those changes in the ice. But certainly the standard for today and for the semi-finals and Page playoff last night, or the quarterfinals and Page last night, has just been really, really good.
Okay, and finally, if you could give us your thoughts on the game we're currently watching, Gina Aitken v Jennifer Martin.
Well, if you look at things on paper, this should be a practice game for the Scottish Junior Final. These are the top two ranked junior teams in the country. Hannah Fleming's world-class team, they are now part of the world-class performance program. They achieved a world gold medal 2 years ago in Stockholm and a world silver medal this year in Sochi. And now the successors to that team and to Eve Muirhead's team are Jennifer Martin and Gina Aitken. Jennifer Martin's team are part of the world-class performance program. They're following in the footsteps of Hannah Fleming, and they've had more international experience, but Gina's team are really coming up on the outside. This is their first season where they're going to get a higher standard of international experience, which starts here, which is the Braehead Junior International, which is the first of the European Junior Curling Tour, which moves on now to Norway. Sweden, then Norway, and then Switzerland. And Gina's team will be playing those as well as Jennifer Martin. So Jennifer Martin's team, there's three aging out this year, so this is their final year in under 21s. Only Vicky Wright will be staying on as a junior after this season, where Gina Aitken's team have got somebody who's 17, so potentially they've got 2-3 years ahead of them. So you've got the sort of young pretenders, and you've got the seasoned internationals who are finishing their junior career. But the game's going really, really well, nice and close, a lot of good play back and forth. So we're looking forward to a good back four ends, and I think it can be quite an exciting game.
That's great, thanks a lot for that. And so the two teams are now away for their fourth end break. They'll be having a discussion with their coaches, how the ends have went, how the tactics are going, what the ice is like, is there any changes, and then they'll be talking about what their tactics are going to be for the second half of the game. On sheet 4, Bruce Moutt's team, they're also off for their fourth end break. That was a blank in the fourth end from Bruce, so it's now 3-1. So they'll again be away having a discussion with their coach. And on sheet 6, the teams are on the fifth end. That's what we're currently showing at the moment. It's the Scottish team and the Switzerland team. The Scottish team is Grant Barr from Kinross, Callum Lamy from Stranraer, Neil Sutherland and Callum Kinnear in the front end. That's currently 2-1 to the Swiss team. So we're now seeing that in sheet 5 the girls are starting to head back. They've had their strawberries and Haribo, and Jennifer's making faces at us through the window. So they're now getting ready to go back on the ice and having their last few Haribos. Looking forward to a good second half of the game. And I've run out of things to say, so I'm going to pass over to Robin.
Obviously, just sticking with sheet 6, a good young Scottish team in there. We came up against them in our group. Sadly, we didn't have Mr. Carswell here playing for us. He was away working. So they have our strongest team out, but they are very worthy winners of that game. They will be contenders in the future.
That's a good shot from the Swiss team there. They're now line 3 there. So Grant's very quickly elected to draw in. And I think we'll maybe just watch Grant's shot and then we'll be moving back on to sheet 5. Grant's got quite a young front end. Callum Kinnear from Perth.
He's only 13.
He's only 13 and he's won various competitions. He's won the under 14 slam, which we've got here in Scotland.
For 2 years in a row.
2 years in a row now, and he's still got another year at it yet. He's also done very well in the under 17s competitions in the slam in Scotland.
He's also played in the RCCC Rink Championship for his local club.
So he's a very experienced player and at such a young age. So they're just looking after Grant Stone here. They're holding off it just now. It's just looking for a wee bit more of a swing out of this.
Looking ready to get us on the sweep
Getting
here.
a wee bit of a finish now.
He's not far away. It's a pretty good stone there.
If we just get a nice wee finish from that.
Great
That's
stone.
a nice stone from Grant there.
You could still see a wee bit there.
Okay, so we're just going to watch the last few stones of the end in sheet 6 here.
I think the Swiss team are looking at a hack weight hit and roll behind the yellow that's the top of the 8 foot. The Swiss team are very good at their low weight hit and rolls.
Yeah, it's when we played them yesterday, and the low weight hits and the rolls were very, very good at, and they used them very well. They were confident to use them. You know, just tapping the stones with enough weight just so they took us over the back line. They were very, very good at it. So in this ice it's great for just getting the wee rolls behind the guards. He does have a fair distance to chip this. It's sitting top of the tee, so he'll be looking to get it at least to the edge of the 12 foot so he can get 2 or 3 out of it. So he's just in the hat getting ready to go.
I think he's just asked for a wee bit less ice, I'm not sure there.
Okay, here it comes.
Supers are on
Looking
this.
at it, it's going to be very, very close to the red at the front of the house.
They're off it now. Don't think he's far away.
Yeah, it's a great shot from the Swiss team there.
Just rolled a wee bit too much. I think Grant's going to go back and put that.
Grant's confident he can play that shot again, maybe possibly get some more cover. So here he comes.
He does have an other option there if he comes round the outside of that yellow. Maybe freezes the yellow that's just rolled behind there. But he's going for the draw behind the red.
Grant's got his family here supporting him. His dad and his gran and grandpa here. Well-known curling family from Kinross. Here it comes. He'll be looking to just get a wee bit more cover than last time. Now that the Swiss team have played that shot, they'll be confident taking less or more
Super.
ice, whatever's needed.
Supers are off at the moment. Don't think he's going to quite get as
Supers
much
are
colour as he's
holding
hoping
off.
it.
He's going to need a nice finish here to get it in behind the guard.
Might be a touch heavy as well.
Yeah, it's just a wee bit heavy from Grant there.
Swiss team they have a chance to get a 3 here.
Yeah, the Swiss team are lying 2 here. I think the best choice would be to play for the 3.
Yeah, it also has the option for a split for 4.
I know they played a split against us yesterday and they absolutely nailed it perfectly, so he'll be confident with it, but I think he's just going for the draw.
No,
Maybe.
I think he's going for the split. And the option that if he comes past it, he's also got the draw.
I think he'll be happy going for it. He's currently 1 up and he's lying 2, so I think he'll be happy to take the risk of going for the split. So the whole team are getting involved in the conversation, so they know where the stone's got to hit, what weight it's got to be. Here comes the Swiss stone. The sweepers are just keeping it clean just now. Getting ready to go for it. Don't think they've just quite got the line yet, but they're nearly. It's not going to be far away. The sweepers are really making a move on it now. Not sure it's just going to quite have the weight. It's not quite got the weight. But I think they were happy to take that risk knowing that they were lying the two there. So we're now going to move back over to sheet 5, hopefully. And then we'll get back into the girls' game. Vicky Wright's just sat down in the hack. I think Jennifer's lying 3 against here. So she'll be looking to shift 2 here.
We'll throw a bit of weight of this to get them separated.
2 stones are quite close together, so. The sweepers were on that straight away.
Just swinging quite a bit.
Taking a swing.
Good shot there from Vicky.
Just managed to shift 2 of them. Just got a bit of cover behind the guard. Don't think the yellow will be sticking out very much when you see it from the hack. I think Gina's wanting Naomi to come round.
Just a hack
the guard. She initially asked for a barrier there, but I think Naomi doesn't think she can see enough of the yellow. Just going for a hack weight.
So it's just going on now. Don't think she's far away with this.
She's keeping it nice and close to the guard there. It's a nice shot from Naomi. It's a nice shot. The 2 stones are quite level there. So Jennifer will struggle to make a double out of it. I think she's going to like to just sit behind it. This is Hazel's first shot. I think that's just swung a bit too much there from Hazel. I think there was a wee mistake somewhere in the line there, so that's unfortunate. Now gives Gina the chance to get another red in the house. Keep the pressure applied to Jennifer's team.
Gina might be looking to guard this.
I think she'd initially called the draw round behind the yellow guard. She's maybe taking second thoughts here. Maybe had a wee discussion with her team down the ice. So this is Naomi's second shot. The danger here is that they hit the guard off. It's covering them, so they've got to be careful what they're doing. So I think they're just going to tap the guard a wee bit. That's quite a poor outcome there. It's opened up both their stones. That gives Jennifer the choice. Just get 2 guards to roll behind as well.
I think she's looking to roll behind the yellow. This might just be a barrier, right?
I think there could be quite a strong swing off the centre line. There certainly has been in a few other games. You can see there that's taking a real swing onto the guard, I think. So just to see where the shooter's going to roll to.
That's unlucky. Rolled right across in front of the other red.
Vicky's almost rolled it right on top of the other red there. So now Gina has to decide if she guards up or does she draw in again.
I think she might be going in for the draw again. Anywhere along that line in would be good.
Yep.
Taking a lot of ice here, obviously swinging big.
Sweepers are just keeping it clean just now. You can see it's starting to swing back now. See where it's going to finish.
Just coming to the top of the 4 foot there.
It's quite a nice shot from Gina. Although it kind of gives Jennifer a nest of reds there.
Just tap this back to the back of the 4 foot, I think.
It's a tough shot to get round there.
There's
She's got to be careful she doesn't leave herself open.
There's a big swing there though. I think Jennifer's just going to come down, tap that red back. A live shot or second shot anyway. In a strong position.
She'll have to be careful here. There's certainly the guard if she overswings, and if she doesn't get her line right, there's a red on the far side of the 8 foot that she may catch. So it's got to be pretty perfect for this. The sweepers were down straight away. Well, that's taking a strong swing. I wonder if that's maybe picked up. Never saw the start of that stone.
I think it's either picked up or hit a flat spot.
That's kind of opened it up to the other handle now.
It has covered both hands a wee bit. You could come down there through the port.
So it's not the end of the world for Jennifer.
I think Gina's looking at covering that yellow guard. Worried about her driving it back into the house.
Well, she's certainly got 3 in the house just now, so she doesn't need to worry about drawing in. I think she'd be looking to keep Jennifer out as much as she can.
I think her worry is that if she leaves the yellow guard open, there's a big enough target there for driving it back.
She's just asked for her front end, Katie and Rowena, to come up and give her their opinions. Had a quick discussion there. Heading back down.
Again, taking a lot of ice. I think she is looking to cover the yellow guard here.
So Gina Stone's coming up here. Looks as if it's pretty good. Obviously she's got to be careful she doesn't leave them lying as a straight tap back. I think she's left them at enough of an angle. It's Jennifer's got not much to play with here.
Gina's taking off that port. There's no chance of getting through the gap now. I think our only option might be to draw in and try and bite the forefoot.
I think that's going to be their best option.
Driving the guard back's a bit risky at this point. He just cuts them down to their one.
This is Jennifer's last stone, so she's got to try and... She'll want to get as close to shot as she can.
I think she is looking at the draw now.
I think it's really one of the few shots she's got. If she can get round to bite the forefoot.
I don't think she's looking too confident about what ice to take here.
She's really got to try and get some sort of cover off Gina's red that's just sticking out beside the guards there. I think she'll be struggling to get more than half cover. It just depends how she manages to finish the stone. I think Jennifer's seemed more confident for the hits, but I think she's been talked round to the draw now.
She's not sure about the ice here because she showed how much Gina's guards seem to swing over.
She just seems really unsure about it.
I think this will be... you might see the sweepers on it early here.
So she'll need to go down and discuss the front end. Will give her a time to play. Jennifer's played her shot here.
Sweeper's on it.
Sweeper's on it right from the start. Interestingly, the coaches were saying that perhaps another 6 inches of ice wouldn't have done any harm. And I think that's why they're the coaches, because they seem to be right.
I think she's a wee bit short on the weight as well.
Although her weight seemed to be short, David Aitken just having a wee chuckle to himself there. That's a setback for Jen Martin's team there.
So, was that a 3 for Gina there? So that's now 7.
So that's
3 to Gina after 5.
Gina's in quite a strong position now.
I think they'll just be looking to keep it clear now. See out the game.
3 ends to go.
Keep it simple.
I think that could turn out to be the key end in the game there. Jennifer's team will have to really fight hard to come back from that.
Got a lot of work to do now. Got to try and get their guards up, get around them.
This is where it's really important for a team to stick together and support each other. Got to keep their chins up now and fight on to the end. She's still got 3 ends, so there's plenty of opportunities.
Of course, they do now have hammer in the 6th.
Gina's team, I think Gina was looking for that to be in the house there.
Come a wee bit short.
Just a wee bit short. Jennifer's opting to put her corner guard on, try and get some cover.
Also got to try and keep it level with that centre guard. So it makes it harder for Gina to clear the guards off if she needs to.
That's took a strong swing right out of Mary's hand there.
I don't know if the ice is going a bit flat now.
I think they'll be struggling to keep that in line.
I think the ice has lost a bit of its pebble. It seems to be slowing down and diving quite a bit.
It's a shame there for Jennifer's team. They'll be looking to get both their guards up. Give them a strong start to the end.
I think Gina's called to come round here. Drawing behind it. She can sit top 4, she'll be sitting in good position. Super staying off at the moment, looks a bit heavy. I think that's going right through the house.
Yeah. That's it's a wild stone from Katie Richardson there. I think Jennifer's opting to come round the centre guard here. That's a kind of shift in her tactics there. Sweepers are working hard to get it past Gina's guard here, but I think it's going to be really close.
I think she's just going to clip the right guard and roll over it.
Just not quite got the legs to get around it.
I think you might see Gina peel the guards
Gina's
here.
now likes to peel the guards.
Or at least one of them anyway.
Rowena Kerr in the hack.
Just let you know about the score on sheet 6. Grant Barr took his 1 in the 6th end to make it 4-2. Nice shot there from Rowena.
That's what Gina will be looking for, just to keep the game simple. Not let any heads build up. Don't give Jennifer the chance to get back in.
Going for the draw end again. Sweeper's just keeping it clean. Maybe a bit wider line this time. Just to swing a bit.
Just not quite get the cover there.
See Gina hitting and rolling this.
She's asking for a barrier.
Alright, the stick.
Rowena Kerr's second shot. This just seems to be hanging wide. I think that'll probably roll out. Just enough to Put Jennifer's out.
Jennifer again for going for the draw round.
Jennifer's team should now know the line and the weight for getting round this guard. This is their third attempt. Vicky right in the hack. This seems to be hanging wide here. Can't see it for weight. Just a wee bit heavy there. Just didn't quite get the curl they were hoping for. Gina again just hoping to hit and roll to the side. Girls have been sweeping this the whole way. Keep it off the guard. Just past the guard and they're just taking the roll to the other side.
See what Jennifer does here. I think she's going to go for the draw round again. Come the same hand that she has. So if she does stick out, might jam on the red if Gina tries to hit it.
Hale's first shot. Girls starting on sweeping about halfway down there. But we're looking to get some cover this time. Ideally about top 4. Again, just... It's a nice shot there from Hazel.
Still probably see about quarter stone on that.
Yeah, we're sticking out a wee bit. Although Gina's going to bring the guard in.
Might just be a controlled weight here.
Maybe switch over to sheet 4 after this.
Just cut the stone a wee bit high there.
It's a good attempt from Naomi. We're just going to switch over to sheet 4 just now and have a wee look at Bruce Moutt's team here.
Call the timeout.
The score currently stands at 3-2 to Team Moutt after 5 ends, and they're lying 2 against. So obviously Bruce's team aren't just quite sure what to do here. They've asked their coach Colin Morrison to come out and give them some pointers.
There's a long yellow guard there in the centre line. Got the one back of the forefoot. Might choose to play the draw round. Obviously still looking to get his 2 out of this end.
Bruce has the hammer, and Duncan, his third, still has a stone to play.
What do you think they should do, Jude?
I think Bruce seems to be keen on the draw there. I think that's probably what I would go for in this situation. Let's them had their time out. Duncan's going up to play his stone.
So they might be going for the hit here. Hit and roll
They're
behind.
for the hit here.
That's both teams used their timeout now.
Team coach Colin Morrison taking his place behind the laptop and camera. Colin himself a very experienced curler, well known at Greenacres in the Reform League.
Sweepers on this.
What we want to be keep it off the guard.
Looking for a roll here, I think.
No, I've not quite got the roll there. I think I'll move back over to sheet 5 and see how the girls are getting on. Gina's away up to play here. She's lying 2 against. She's opted to play the double. This is Gina's first stone. Team Martin have the hammer. Sweepers are straight down on it, all the way.
No, this might jam.
It's unfortunate for Gina there.
It's not a bad result though in the end. Still lying in front of the 2 yellows. 2 yellows behind the 2
Gina's
line.
left herself lying in front of the 2 yellows there, as Robin says. It's not a bad position to be in. And now up to Jennifer to see what she can do here.
Pretty difficult to get the red out of there.
I think it's a very risky shot taking the red out.
She's got to do something with it though. Can't leave it sitting there. I think they're looking at the corner freeze here.
I think she's looking for the corner freeze here. Front end up at the hack, they're having a discussion as well about what they might think.
Going for the corner freeze would also cut off the freeze on the back yellow for Gina.
I think they've kind of decided in the freeze they were just having a look at maybe a plan B there, coming round the red.
One problem with the corner freeze though, if you don't get it right, might leave the reverse kick to put she's red straight back onto the 2 yellows and move all 3 yellows from play.
Jennifer will have to be very accurate with her stone placement here.
Super's on this straight away. Don't know if it's got the legs.
Sweepers are working hard.
Come up
Don't think
short
that's
there.
quite going to make it.
It's a poor shot from Jennifer there.
So Gina can see all of the red at the top of the 4-foot there. I think she'll be looking to put that back.
Just that
Just
T weight.
Depends, I don't know what weight she's going to choose to play.
I think playing a T weight would be a wise idea.
Yeah. I think there isn't a gap between the 2 yellows, but
Don't want to risk losing the shooter because if you leave
no.
your shooter line at the top of the 4-foot there, kind of cuts off the options for Jennifer.
This is Gina's last stone.
Gonna have to be a good shot here. Can't be too light. Gotta make sure the line's sharp.
Yep, she'll be looking to get herself into shot here.
Stone's on its way down. Sweeper's sweeping it hard. Looks as though this might take a big swing here.
It's really starting to swing now.
Oh, looks like it's on the
almost
guard.
gonna catch the guard, I think.
It's unlucky there.
Waite's not even taking it to the guard.
Jen looking to get her 3 back.
Jennifer's got a draw for the 3 here. She knows this side of the rink very well. She knows exactly the ice she needs. And the weight. Yep. This game is 8 ends. There's no time limit. Oh, I suspect it'll be a wee bit longer than 2 hours. Sweepers are working hard on Jennifer's draw here.
Just got to get in the button.
Mary's calling them off.
Just got to bite the button here. Looks a wee bit heavy.
Looks as if it might just be a wee bit heavy. It's drawn in now though.
It's a pretty good shot there.
That's a nice shot from Jennifer. That's really
Brilliant
good.
shot.
That gets her a 3. Brings the score back to 7-6. 2 ends to play.
Don't think Team Aitken will be very happy with that end there. I think they would have been looking to keep that end pretty clear.
I think it's safe to say for Jennifer that curling runs in the blood, with her mum winning the gold medal at the Olympics in Salt Lake City in 2002. Rona now coaches with the Royal Caledonian Curling Club. Jennifer and Gina's teams having their team huddle.
I think Gina will be looking to take her 2 here. Go down the last 3 up. Or maybe even blank. What do you think they should go for, James?
Well, I think they might be looking for the blank, but keep the hammer. But we saw the last end there. Gina tried to put one in the top 4 and come up short, so she'll be hoping to keep it in the house this time, I would think.
I think the teams were just caught out by the ice changes.
Yep.
I think the front end's just got to keep on top of that now. Just to keep up on scores on other rinks, on sheet 6 in the Grant Bar versus Neuschwander, we have Neuschwander taking a 1 in the 7th to go 5-2 up. And then on sheet 4 against Mowat and Hosser, it's Mowat took a 1 in the 6th end to go 4-2 up.
Jennifer wanting a close guard here. That's a nice shot from Marriott. Just what they're looking for. Gina's asked Katie to come round the guard here. Would suggest she's possibly going for a steal here.
Take her 2.
Or take her 2.
Can't be a steal if you got the hammer, James.
Just testing you, Robin, just testing you. That was very close to guard there. That was a lot of ice she took for that, and it was very close to guard there. Come out the other side of the guard. Jennifer can probably see about a quarter of the stone.
That's a good 6 foot swing there. Massive swings.
So this is Mary's second shot.
Makes it very hard to get around single guards. Harry just come round. It's that top 8 there. I think they're looking at to freeze on top of the red. Just a wee bit short. Junior's just calling to come round again. Interesting tactic from Gina. Hanging a wee bit wide at the moment.
I don't think there's going to be a 6 foot swing this time.
Touch too heavy. Let's go through the back.
Too heavy, that's just bumping the hack there.
Jen looking to come round here.
Again, I'm not sure we're going to see that 6 foot swing.
Looks a wee bit short. Gina choosing to rip the guards now.
I think she's just decided that's starting to get a wee bit too much of a girdle there, so. Rowena Kerr playing the shot here.
Not getting that second stone round. Might have changed Gina's tactic here. Super's on it straight away.
She
Looks
wouldn't
like
want
it's
this to
swinging.
overdraw as there's a big risk that her stone might be hit out the house, which I think that's going to happen.
That's exactly happened.
She's left Jennifer line 3 with a guard.
Jen might call the guard here. Yep.
I think that was a key shot there.
It's unlucky. Jennifer now in a strong position to get a steal here.
Don't think that's just quite the legs there. Get right round. Jennifer's still in quite a strong position here.
I think Jane's going to have to take a few stones out of play here. Looking for a wee hit and roll. Don't think she can get a double off of that though.
Rowena's second shot here.
Looks as though it might jam if she hits and rolls.
Gina will have to be careful with this, she's already line 4 against. Sweepers are straight onto it there.
Coming down at a
They're
bit of
off
weight.
out. I think that's a greater rate than the first one was.
Shot there from Rowena.
Not just quite got the double, it's actually split up Jennifer's stones quite nicely.
Has opened the centre up a wee bit more.
Jennifer's just considering whether to draw round here. I think that's what she's deciding to go for.
Nice shot from Jennifer's team. Good shot from Hazel.
Yep. That's really nice there, right behind the guard. She's maybe be looking for it a wee bit closer to the button, but Gina's again faced with 4 yellows. Spread out a lot more this time.
She's looking at running that red back. The red guard.
She'll be lying third shot, she takes that in the nose.
Only been removing 1 yellow.
An interesting call. Would you play it differently yourself, Robin?
Well, there's a few options you got there. You could hit and roll off the yellow on the 8 foot and behind the centre guard.
I think that's...
But then you're kind of changing your tactic into
Absolutely.
trying to take your 2 at the end.
Yeah. But I think the other thing is if Gina takes the guard there, she was very unlucky to miss all through the yellows there. She was possibly hoping that she was taking the guard off, that a red might jam him on the yellows, but taking the guard off is always a good option.
She has got a hammer, she wants to keep the centre clear, but she might have a chance of getting a 2 there.
She'll be looking to shift some yellows soon. It's getting on in the end.
Jennifer's got a few options here. Could put the guard back up, come round that, or tap it straight back.
The game in sheet 6 is just finished. Final score of 5-2 to Switzerland.
What?
Grant Barr's team did well to get where they went to. A great experience for them playing the international teams.
Grant Barr's team was actually a last minute call up to this competition, so great result for them in the first competition of the year. Obviously be looking forward to a great season ahead.
Gina's now really going to have to shift some granite here. She's faced with 5 yellow stones in the house now.
The 5 yellow stones aren't really nicely lined up though. Not many chances of doubles.
Although there's 5
Even
stones in
triples.
the house, there's no easy shot.
I think she's looking to hit and roll off of this one. Maybe she get a chance for a double on the back to it.
Again, she'll be looking to shift at least 2 yellows here, if not 3.
Hanging a wee bit wide at the moment though.
Yep.
I think we're through that gap.
I think she might just catch the corner of this yellow here. Don't even think it'll be enough to take it out. No, it's not.
Unlucky there.
That's a poor shot from Naomi there. Jennifer's now got to be careful about where she puts this. It actually becomes a problem when you get so many stones in the house. You don't want to make it too easy for the opposition.
I think going round it would be a good idea.
She's got
Try
to
and
think
get on
about
the
the
button.
angles she's leaving for Gina.
Force Jane to play that last one, draw and make it harder. Top of the 4 foot takes off the hit and roll behind. What do you think, James?
I think probably myself I'd be happier going top of the 4 foot. I'm just not sure which way I would come round the front, the yellow at the front there. Although the yellow that's at the back of the 8 foot there, you can see it on the left hand side of the guard. So
I think you got to come down the same side as the yellow and the 8 foot's on.
yeah, try and cover it up because that'll be the easier side to draw to.
Exactly where Mary's pointing. I think that's the line to take in.
But again, it's a good problem to have. I'm not faced with it very often myself, but
Stone's on its way down here. I think going top of the 4 foot.
She absolutely doesn't want to go behind the tee here. I think that's a really nice shot from Jennifer there.
It's a great shot from Jennifer there.
Just been in a wee bit closer to the centre. Perhaps it would make Gina's job a bit harder, but
has taken off that hit and roll behind. Not sure what I'd go for here. A few options. Try and clear that centre line. Try and take a double off of there. Still wouldn't leave you line shot or second shot though.
She's going to want to leave herself line shot, I would think.
She is most likely to be playing a draw with the last one, I think.
She either wants to leave herself line shot or leave herself open for it, so she's got a shot for her last stone. Asking the front end to come up and give her a wee hand.
I think we might see a timeout here.
It's a very difficult situation.
I think they're looking at trying to play maybe a hack weight hit and roll behind the yellow. You can only catch about quarter stone of it though. Be a good shot if she makes it. Yep, there's a timeout called.
There's Gina's team.
David Aitken going to make his way down.
He's rushing away out. Mary's away out as well. Give some moral support to Team Martin.
Of course, by one team calling a timeout, the rules are that the opposition also gets to have their coach come and speak to them.
Dave Aitken's now broken out into jogging up the ice.
I think they're looking at trying to clear that centre line.
I think she's definitely got to leave herself something for her last shot. She does hit and roll behind, it doesn't really open up much.
Not sure what David was telling them there. I think he's trying to clear that centre line so you got the room for your last drop.
Team Martin are down having a Haribo and strawberry break. We chat with our coach. Found themselves in a very good position now. David's just given all the support he can to the team. We chat with the front end.
I think they are trying to clear that centre line.
I think it's probably one of the better options.
Don't think they had many.
The coaches will be coming back into their laptops now, get the stats plugged in.
Yep, sweepers are on this one. Looks as though it's swinging. Unlucky to only remove one.
Not quite the result she's looking for.
The red is lying there though.
Shooter's finished alright, cutting them down to 3, I think.
Jennifer's got to stop that double on the 8 foot.
Jennifer's just got to look at what shots Gina's got and try and cover them as best she can. I think realistically Gina will be playing a draw in her last shot. So Jennifer's got to look at how she can stop her. Make it as hard as she can.
She's going to block up the centre line, I think. Or are you going to tap up to the button? Tap to the button would take off the draw and force Gina
Tap
to play
up to the
the
button would be quite a good option, I think. If you could make it straight and not leave Gina showing any, I think that would be quite a good option.
Don't even think they would leave a triple either.
Here comes Jennifer's shot. Sweepers were down straight away there. I think she's just going to miss the tap here actually. Don't think that's just the desired result there.
It has taken the better line into the button though.
Gina's got a draw here. She has got backing, but I don't think she'll get shot. She lands the back in there, so she's really looking at being dead weight here.
She could, using the backing though, she could cut them down to a 1. Make it peels going down the last.
Taking the edge of the 12 foot here for ice.
I've seen how it's swinging big down this side.
All she's got to do is touch the 4 foot, so she's as well taking plenty of ice.
Hasn't played a draw for a wee while, so gotta watch the weight.
Girls are on it straight away there. It seems to be hanging out though.
Gotta watch this, might go quick.
It's starting to come back now, the line. She's going to be in the 4 foot, but I think she's going to be needing the backing.
It's not a bad shot.
It's not going to be far away.
It's unlucky, cut him down to a 1 I think.
That's
What
just
is it,
cut them down
measure?
to 1.
I think you might see a measure here.
No.
Or not. No.
I think that was 1 yellow.
If it's 1 yellow, peels down the last.
On sheet 4, Bruce Mout's 4-2 up on the 7th end, coming down the last. Bruce has just been peeling guards, keeping it clean.
Gina have an upper hand here, got the hammer going down the last with peels. Only needs a 1.
Team huddles, they'll both be talking tactics, where they're going to go.
We might see Jennifer put up the double centre guard.
I think so.
Give her the best chance of getting that steal of a 1.
She's going to need her guards. Gina will be hoping to keep it clear as possible. Make use of her hammer.
Don't think she would let him end like the last one.
Jennifer got her first centre guard up there. Gina opted to come round it. She just slipped on the button there quite nicely. Jennifer's now looking to come round on top of Gina Stone there.
I don't think that first guard was very nicely placed to try and get a double guard up. I think it needed to be closer to the rings or just over the hog line. Hazel just cleaning this. Gonna try and get right on top of it. Don't think she's far away.
Over on sheet 4, Bruce is just won against the Swiss team, making it a Scotland-Switzerland final.
Bruce's team's had a really good weekend so far.
Been playing very well, come out top of their section.
I think they'll be pretty confident going into the final.
Jennifer can see the red that's on the button just outside of the guard. I think she's looking just to tap it back, kind of back 12 weight. Vicky Wright in the hack. I think the girls are just a bit short for weight here. Stopping as a guard. Gina's now opted to clear the double guard there. Which right now is covering her stone the button. But she's possibly worried it might turn around later in the game, so she's as well keeping it clear for her last stone. It's one of the guards off. Almost give Jennifer a second chance here.
Super's just cleaning this. I think he needs to swing a bit.
I think Vicky's perhaps overcompensating her weight this time. It's coming now.
Weight wasn't bad.
Just not going to quite get the angle we were hoping for. Can now see the red stone on the other side, but very little.
Going to see Gina clearing the guard here. Good call. Keep it clear.
Jennifer's just debating what to do here. She can see the red that's in the button just out the side of the guard.
I think they're looking to put the guard back up, trying to get a bit of cover.
Jennifer's just put the centre guard back on. Gina's opting to clear it again.
Gina's got to be careful. This over swings.
Yeah. It could result in the yellow at the top of the 12 coming back onto her red. Just a few problems of not quite getting her angles right previous in the game, so she'll be keeping a close eye on this.
So swinging big already. They might get away with it.
Yeah.
They have.
That's a nice shot there from Naomi.
They've got away with that there. The problem is they have left a corner guard.
Opened it up a bit here, so that's a nice shot.
Jennifer just going to put the guard back up.
Nice shot from Hazel there. Does leave Gina with the opportunity for the double here. Naomi here having a go at the double. A good attempt there from Naomi, just not quite getting the double. Jennifer's very quick to suggest another draw into the top four. Jennifer could get in on top of her own stone there, that would be quite a nice position to be in. If she could get to the top of the button, I think that would be an ideal position there. Got to be very careful because you could quite easily leave Gina playing the double.
I'm not sure I'd play this shot. Coaches in front of us are talking about maybe putting up the guard again.
Jennifer's coach suggesting that a guard might be a more favourable option. Jennifer was very quick to suggest that one in the middle of the house there would be helpful. I'm not sure they considered the guard. She's got to be very careful because she could quite easily leave a playing a double here for Gina.
It's hanging wide.
I'm not sure it's just got the precision weight that was needed for the freeze.
It's a bit heavy here.
I think they're definitely playing the double there for Gina.
I think you might see all three of these stones going, plus the shooter.
I think a nose hit wouldn't be too bad, right enough.
I think she'll be looking to catch half stone here.
Gina's just discussing the front end, whereabouts they want to hit.
She might be able to get
Might.
both these yellows away without touching her red.
She might actually, it's whether she wants to try and leave her shooter top of the tee or she's not worried about losing her shooter. Just confirm that the boys' final will be at 1:30. Again, it will be streamed live. And I believe it's going to be very well commentated as well. That's not quite the result Gina was looking for there.
Jennifer looking a wee hit and roll behind, but
Jennifer's got to be careful here.
the red might jam
This is
on that
Jennifer's
and roll
last
over.
stone. Gina with the final say. Not too sure who's lying. I think it might be the red that's lying. It's kind of hard to tell. Can't really tell who's shot here. I think it'll be quite close between the red and the yellow.
Jennifer just has to watch this. Red might jam on that other red and still
Does it
lie
spring
biting the
back in?
button. Pretty tricky shot here. Super's on this. Swinging big, I think. Oh,
I think they're going to run that all the way to get it past the red at the front there, if they can get it past.
just caught it.
It's enough. Well, maybe not.
I think red might just be line shot. Definitely
Very
now.
hard to tell. If Gina can be sure the red's line shot, I wouldn't think she'll be making a play in anything. Very delicate situation.
She has still got the option of running that red back on the 8 foot.
I think that would be maybe the best option. But if you're going to not play your last shot, you'd have to be absolutely sure you were line shot.
I don't think much can go wrong with that.
I think if it's as close as it appears to be, then she should possibly be making a play just to be sure. I'm sure there'll be the usual discussions about whether the hole's in the middle or not.
Whole team round, looking to see if the hole's in the middle.
I think I would definitely say if they're really not sure about it, then they should definitely be making a play.
I think if they're taking this long over it, they will be.
They definitely don't look confident at their shot.
Actually, the red don't think can hit their own red because the yellow takes it.
Aye.
So actually, straight nose of red probably.
Mhm. Yep.
Yellow.
Yep. Gina's just looking for the nose on this red here. That's all she needs.
Stone's on its way down now. Super's on it.
Sweepers are on it. I think that's starting to take a draw.
Swing, I don't think she's far away.
Looking as if it could be quite nice. Well, that moved it, but
Has it moved it enough?
has it made it clear?
I think red might be
Maybe a
shot.
measure. It's a measure.
It's a measure to see who's won here.
It's a measure to win the game. Umpire's on his way over with the measure. Umpire here, Robin Turner. Just getting the measure set up for the red stone before he swings it round. And we don't think we'll be able to see it until he points. But I think it's pretty close.
Red stone.
It's a red stone. That's a win to Team Aitken there. It's a great result for Gina.
Not a nice way to end the game though.
No, it's a very... It's an awful way to win or lose a game by a measure, but at the end of the day that's all it's needed.
It's a very good game though. Very aggressive curling.
So the Icemen are now coming on to get the ice ready for the boys' final at 1:30. Up the start, and the Swiss team have got to make a flight, so the final will be at 1:30. And it's a boys' final, so it'll probably run to time.
Don't think you meant to say that, James. Should be a good final though.
Both
Two teams haven't met yet.
No, the teams from different sections. Both very strong teams. I'm sure it'll be a really high quality final. I'm sure it'll be high quality commentating as well.
Not sure about that. We will be back at 1:30 for the boys' final.
Yep. I'm
Thank
going
you.
to KFC for my lunch, so we'll see you at 1:30.
There are other fast food chains available though.
Of course. 1:30.